Hey there, this is Gabe from Stack & Clients. Today I'm doing two things at once. First, I'm walking Katie through the custom assets we built for Lighthouse Leadership Solutions. Second, I'm giving our YouTube audience a transparent look at how we think, design, and ship a proof-first growth system. We'll go page by page. Katie's VSL landing page, the strategic partnership proposal, and our Stack & Clients site that ties everything together. Katie, if you're watching this is a preview of the full build. If you're a subscriber here on our YouTube channel, use this as a blueprint for crafting high-ticket funnels that convert. The booking link is in the description when you're ready. All right, here we are on the hero section of the VSL landing page. The headline is Annihilate Plateaus to Lead with Clarity and Presence, the Strategic Readiness and Resilience Program. This headline speaks directly to stalled performance at the leadership level. It promises a state of change, from plateau to clarity and presence. That pairing is deliberate. Clarity calms the anxious executive, presence signals confidence and command in the room. The subheadline names the offer the Strategic Readiness and Resilience Program, which sets an immediate category and makes this a promise that feels concrete. The main call to action is claim your complimentary strategic leadership discovery call. It is framed as help, not a hard sell. That language reduces friction and earns a click from serious leaders who want private diagnostic, not a public webinar. Moving on to the pain section, this is where we talk about why generic coaching fails for healthcare executives. We list 4 real constraints that only the healthcare insiders can speak to. First, we talk about the burden of delegation. In hospitals, delegating is not just task work, it can impact outcomes and liability, aka people's lives. That is why micromanagement becomes a trap. This copy validates that fear and points to a safer operating system. Second, the weight of isolation. Healthcare executives carry confidential problems that cannot go to casual peers. Naming that isolation builds instant empathy and creates a natural bridge to the mastermind offer we present later. Third, navigating constant change. Regulations and technology are moving quick. The point here is not trend chasing. It's about giving leaders a durable lens to evaluate change and decide faster. Fourth, from clinician to C-suite. Many leaders grew up on the clinical side. That transition can create a credibility gap. We talk about it here so the reader feels seen before we introduce the solution framework. Next section, we're talking about authority and social proof. Why Katie is the right guide. We stack 4 signals: 28 plus years in healthcare from bedside to senior executive, 100 plus leaders and teams coached, 1,000 plus workshops, and published thought leadership in respected industry outlets. The intention is simple. We can remove, can this coach really understand my world objections before they form? Moving on to the 4 pillars of how this program delivers results. Intensive one-on-one coaching is the primary driver of change. It is presented at a peer-level dialogue with somebody who has carried similar weight. Exclusive healthcare mastermind solves isolation with a small, confidential council of equals. The Annihilate Plateaus framework gives a practical path that is built for healthcare realities, not generic business theory. And then the data-driven leadership scoring introduces a baseline and progress scoring, which makes growth visible and defensible. Now we're talking about the outcome and the CTA. We spotlight 3 outcomes: stop feeling isolated, become a visionary, and build thriving teams. Each one maps to a pain listed above, which closes the loop. Finally, we use soft scarcity. This work is hands-on, so capacity is limited. The secondary CTA right here gives decisive readers the direct next step. All right, next we're talking about the proposal, a strategic partnership master plan for Lighthouse Leadership Solutions. This sets the relationship frame. We're not selling templates. We're proposing a partnership that turns Katie's career moat into market leadership. The subtext explains our angle: turn authority into demand with proof-first assets. In the next section, we're talking about the executive thesis, why specialization is winning right now. Coaching is growing, yet generalist offers feel interchangeable. Executive coaching is entrenched at large companies, which means premium demand exists for specialists who can speak the right language. Katie's 28 years plus her coaching record form a moat. Our build before buy philosophy means we show assets first, so decisions are made on what is real. Over here in the signal from the market section, we give 3 short signals to help senior buyers process fast. Executive coaching is normalized inside big organizations. Generalist competition pushes prices down. Healthcare has unique pressures that reward lived experience. Those signals justify a narrow yet premium position. In the landscape analysis, the why your market is stuck section, we map pains to outcomes. Regulation and tech whiplash drains attention. We restore a future-ready lens. Clinician to C-suite identity shift creates friction. We provide confidence and consistent communication habits. Talent scarcity needs culture and incentives that retain specialists. We show team systems that hold under stress. Plateaus become expensive through slow decisions and attrition. We reintroduce clarity so execution speeds up. On the your market domination system section, we talk about the apply, build, demo, and decide framework. This is exactly how we run the project. When you apply, we filter for mutual fit. When we build, we create the flagship assets, the VSL YouTube script, the landing page, and the mastermind design. Demo shows everything live so there's no guesswork. Decide is clear yes or no with no pressure. That sequence respects time and de-risks the decision. Now over here, we're talking about the key deliverables. We list the VSL landing page, the VSL script, the executive leadership score, the mastermind architecture, email nurture sequences, a LinkedIn thought leadership engine, payment and CRM setup, a course and mastermind platform, plus optional ad creative assets. The list is organized to mirror the buyer's journey from attention to enrollment to delivery. Over here in this section, we're talking about the unquestionable proof and the core differentiators. Why this approach is different. The proof includes 28 plus years of experience, the 100 plus leaders coached, the 1,000 plus workshops, and industry publications. Differentiators make the promise practical. Specialization for healthcare only, build before you buy, measurable outcomes via scoring, and a thought leadership engine that keeps authority compounding. Now scrolling down to the bottom, we have a true partnership structure. This is where we're talking about keeping the structure simple. A one-time build covers strategy and the flagship assets. A revenue share begins once the program is producing results. The next step is a demo, not a decision. We will walk through the live assets so the decision is made from evidence. Finally, we're over here on the Stacking Clients landing page, the only B2B agency that builds your complete YouTube authority system before you invest a single dollar. This page models the same standard we deliver to clients. The hero clarifies who we help and sets a strong promise. The embedded video and CTA push into action without clutter. The copy is clear and invites serious operators to evaluate, not just browse to the site. This section of the page talks about our build, demo, decide framework. The psychology is simple. We invest our time first, you evaluate real work. You keep the assets either way. That flips the usual agency dynamic and earns trust before any contract talk. On this section, the Your Custom Built Authority Engine includes, we show all the Authority Engine components, a highly refined offer blueprint, a fully built VSL landing page, and a VSL YouTube script and assets. Katie, if you're watching this shows you how we'll amplify your expertise. If you're a viewer of the YouTube channel, this shows what a professional B2B YouTube system actually looks like. The landing page ends with a simple application flow. It's the same action we asked Katie to take. When you click it, you'll answer a short set of questions so we can evaluate fit quickly. This keeps conversations focused and productive. Katie, you now have a full preview of your VSL landing page, the strategic partnership proposal, and how it all connects together through our site. If this direction matches your vision, let's do a partnership demo. The link is in the description. For everybody else, if you lead a serious B2B offer and want a system that proves value first, apply for a strategic partnership demo down below. We will show you the real assets, not just slides. Thanks for watching. This is Gabe from Stacking Clients. I'll see you in the next one.